Well, tonight's video, it's been asked for. We're going to look at star forts.
Star forts.
That's right, star forts.
Star forts.
And we're going to examine the evidence that star forts are somehow special.
I don't know about that.
So, let's roll the intro and have a look at this, shall we? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Sarcastic Barman and welcome to my channel. And yes, we're looking at Flat Earth British, also known as
Celtic Tatarian channel.
Yeah, one of several channels I might add that he has, because he keeps getting warnings on his channel for being a naughty boy. Though if you ask him why, he's not too sure. I wonder if it's got anything to do with this.
Wow, total fucking... And he's had 2 jabs. Total fucking retard. Zenki. I don't even want him in you jabbed up. I don't even want to talk to people fucking jabbed up. Russell. That's why he's like it, probably. Just a complete fucktard. Because of fucking jab itch. They've all gone like it. Fucking zombies.
And yet, according to him, the reason that he gets strikes and things on his channel is because people are trying to silence him because he's telling the truth.
Truth.
Now, along with all the truth that he puts out on the internet, he's also hosting a conference on Friday in Birmingham. So that's going to be a fun one for everyone. And in his own words...
And I'm going to be doing an almighty fucking red pill on the unsuspecting public.
As long as the unsuspecting public aren't being served water by allegedly Dave, I think we'll be fine. But he is going to be there, which is even more disturbing than anything else I think you could say in this video.
Look at the ends here of the star fort and you imagine the some sort of beams coming out and they would hit some sort of focal point here and then you would have a sort of giant beam shooting at the top of that.
So star forts are weapons?
Star forts could be used as a weapon.
Now I'm sure if star forts could be used as weapons, you'll have, you know, actual hard evidence for this.
I don't know about that.
Right. I'm too afraid to ask what you do know after the last statement, though, but if I don't, this video is just going to end here, so...
Sacred geometry, amazing fractal geometry, repeating like out of the ether, one after the other, boom, 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 boom. Sort of showing us that this is like obviously nothing to do with, you know, English Civil War defences or what have you. You know, to me, this is supposed to be, you know, from the Civil War, and it looks, for my eyes, it looks exactly like electrical circuitry, or this central bit, for sure, looks like a computer component.
What does anything you've just shown have to do with the English Civil War? One looks very, very similar to a fort that's in the Netherlands. I can't be too sure because the image is a bit small. And the other one's from a book that wasn't written until 50 years after the English Civil War. You're not very good at this history thing, are you?
I don't know about that.
And as for a star fort looking like any sort of circuitry, computer component or anything, the answer to that is goddamn no. Do you not ever, like, look at actual circuit boards or anything like that? Because that's not what they look like. It really isn't. You would have to take some serious drugs to get there. I did find this image, though, while trying to find a good circuit board image, and this obviously just reinforces the fact that birds aren't real.
Some of these star forts had petroglyphs, or lines running off them, like you see here, where some of these roads are going in. Okay, lines running off them, and they run off for hundreds of miles, connected up to other lines that were also connected up to other star forts. Sort of proving
that roads are real, that transport is a thing that happens, showing that people like to move from one area to another, and if they've got a nice surface to do it on, it's much quicker and easier to do. Is going to be none of the things you're going to say at all, is it?
that all of the star forts worked as one.
Of course, star forts work together to fire their giant laser beams into the sky to smash through the firmament, because we all live in a giant upside down fishbowl. Right. The scariest thing is that's probably not the stupidest thing you say in this video.
Moi? Somewhere over the rainbow. So maybe we could be in a sort of pond like this with domes above, but the rest could be water. They could be dry land above us, where they live, the giants maybe. So the weather. Oh yeah, they're trying it on with the weather, aren't they? There's no doubt about that.
See, any conspiracy you can imagine, any stupidity you can dream up, Flat Earth British has probably looked at it and gone, ha, that's a good fucking idea, let's do a video about that. And all of his stupidness all rely on one thing. No evidence at fucking all. I mean, he might say he's got evidence, but the evidence is laughably stupid. Like this.
So you may have seen this one before. This is a nice little mud flood classic here. So you go, little chapel, all flooded out and mudded. So they go and dig it out, and what's underneath it? Holy fucking shit. Another door, and other vaulting, and another door you're bricked up. So what you will find with most of mud flood world, actually.
No, what we find is your inability to do research. It's as simple as that. One picture a mudflood conspiracy does not make. Several pictures still a mudflood conspiracy does not make. Especially if you don't look into what the fuck is actually going on in those pictures. You don't look at the fact that there's documented history of that monastery flooding back to the 13th century. And eventually they had to move from said monastery. Hence why, the name at the bottom, it is a monastery. Did you think the little chapel all on its own was a monastery? That would be fucking stupid and just show that you didn't think this fucking through. What's worse, there's paperwork that goes with these fucking buildings. And we're not talking about, yes, on the computer there's some papery stuff then you can print out and have a look at it. No, you can go to the libraries, local museums in areas and see original documentation that goes with the building of buildings that you say were mud flood fucking proof. Show the money transactions, because people always kept track of who's fucking getting paid for what. But no, you just want to come out and show your lack of fucking understanding of anything. We have another prime example from this very fucking stream.
So this is another thing, isn't it? The jump of technology in airplanes. So you go from the Wright brothers, turn of the century, 1906, what have you, and by 1919, you got twin biplanes or twin wing biplanes, and later they'd be able to do a timing mechanism with the propeller going at incredible speed and a Vickers machine gun firing through it and not actually splattering the propeller.
Fun fact, before they got the timing mechanism right, they did just literally fire through the propeller and just have little bits of armor plating to bounce the bullets off. Bit dangerous, but still. Crazy things you do in war. But anyway, twin-winged biplane. Twin-winged biplane. Right. That's a fucking stupidly redundant fucking set of words to put together. Twin wing and biplane. A three-wheeler. Fucking what? And are we just going to ignore the hundreds of years worth of playing about with kites and aerodynamics we learned before the Wright brothers? Or all the other people who attempted powered flight before them? All the Wright brothers managed to do was powered and controlled. Other people had managed powered, but not the controlled. Some people managed controlled gliders, but not the powered. They were simply the first ones to stick these two things together that we know of. Other people might have had a bit more control and should have probably had the title. Do you think no one was playing about with fucking plane designs before the Wright brothers? That's just stupid. The funny thing is, though, That seems to be what you think.
Hang on. 1890. Hang on, this is before the Wright brothers to 1894. So it's a full decade before the Wright brothers or more. And they have a plane on railway tracks run by what? Steam? So what did they do? Just run along the railway tracks and then take off? And that's Wright's machine 1900, when they're only doing kites by then before the Kitty Hawk gets up. Oh, it looks like Maximus beat Wright brothers to it.
I think that quite happily sums up the stupidity of your stream. Let's make the claim here about the sudden jump in technology, while also ignoring all the other people and then being flabbergasted that on your stream you've shown evidence that other people were looking at fucking powered flight. Do yourself a favour, do some actual fucking research. The American government paid $50,000 in 1900 for someone to develop human carrying powered flight. I mean, that's like 1.6 million in today money. That's fucking nothing to turn your nose up at. But the fact that other people are looking into this because you've done no research is fucking mind-blowing to you. It shows your level of stupidity. It really does. But it gets worse in this stream, which is the scary fucking thing.
So stars, right? I'm a flat earther, so I don't think these, and I know these things because of my own experience in life, and nothing like they show us through NASA CGI. Okay, they had literally the nerve to say they witnessed a supernova maybe a week ago. Oh look, fantastic footage, supernova. It's like, no, it wasn't. Did you see it? No. Okay. Well, shut.
And there we have it, basically. The level of stupidity and denial that you'll go to because you know that's all Flat Earth actually has. Pure right down denial. Let's use a P1000 and P900 to take unfocused pictures of things in the sky, and that way we can deny what they are. No, because telescopes fucking exist, and other people have telescopes. Even I've got a fucking telescope. I mean, Jesus Christ, how fucking desperate do you have to get to pull up that fucking NASA fucking image thing that you've just had? What NASA says are stars, what we see are stars. No, what you can't fucking focus. And it's not just NASA putting out pictures of stars and planets. You do realise this, don't you? There are other people in the world that have the equipment to do this shit. But no, pure right denial once again, because you're a flat earther. Psh. I would love to be off on Friday and come up to this fucking get-together conference because I would be laughing my tits off at the stupidity that you think is going to be this amazing red pill that you're going to drop on the unsuspecting public. Because it's not going to be anything fucking amazing, is it? It's going to be downright fucking stupidity. And I may have to look at your videos to find out what fucking stupidity Friday is going to bring. Jesus Christ. But remember, don't let Allegedly Dave give you any water, because it might be a bit fruity, shall we say. But on that note, I think we've taken the piss out of you enough. And we'll move on now to something else. And the something else is good night, because I've fucking had enough. Thank you to all my members, Patreons, everyone who makes these videos possible. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe down below, and hopefully we'll be back with something a bit more sensible next week, which is probably going to be part 2 of last week's video, which was looking at Mr. Astrotheology, where we only got 4 minutes into his video because it was fucking stupid. I do swear people are trying to out-stupid each other. It's all the fucking explanation I can come up with for why the videos like this fucking exist. Good night.
Double flat thumbs to infinity with bells on forever and ever.